didn't notice the notification at first. My phone was face down on the kitchen counter, buzzing softly against the wood. Just another vibration. Just another interruption. I was halfway through rinsing a coffee mug when it happened again. Longer this time. I wiped my hands on my jeans and flipped the phone over. One new message. No sender name. No number. Just a gray bubble that read, "You left the back door open." I frowned. I live alone. Slowly, I looked down the hallway that led out of the kitchen. The back door was closed. Locked, just like it always was. I checked the time. 2:14 in the morning. I didn't reply. I told myself it was a wrong number. A glitch. Spam. I put the phone back down and finished washing the mug. That was my first mistake. The next message came less than a minute later. "I closed it for you." A cold feeling crept up my spine. The kind that tells you something is wrong before you can explain why. I walked to the back door. The deadbolt was turned. I hadn't locked it. I stood there listening. The house was silent. No footsteps. No breathing. Nothing. I checked every room. The bedroom. The bathroom. The closets. Nothing. When I returned to the kitchen, my phone buzzed again. "You should keep your phone on you." I picked it up. My hands were shaking. "Who is this?" I typed. The response came instantly. "You already know." I didn't. I typed again. "How did you get my number?" 3 dots appeared. They paused, then vanished. Another message replaced them. "You gave it to me." I sat down hard in the kitchen chair. That didn't make sense. I don't give my number to strangers. I barely give it to people I know. My phone buzzed again. "Check your sent messages." I hesitated. Then I opened my message history. My breath caught. There was a conversation thread at the top. Active. Ongoing. No contact name. My sent messages were there. Dozens of them. Stamped over the last 3 days. Messages I had no memory of sending. "I can hear you walking upstairs. I think it knows I'm awake. If I stop responding, it means it found me." My hands went numb. I scrolled faster. The last message I had sent was from earlier that night. "If you're reading this, I didn't make it." My phone buzzed. "You're doing better this time." I stood up. "This time?" I whispered. Another vibration. "Yes." The lights flickered. Just once. I backed away from the counter. "What do you want?" I typed. The reply took longer this time. Long enough for the silence to feel heavy. Then it appeared. "I want you to remember." Pressure filled my head, like fingers pressing into my temples. Images flashed behind my eyes. The back door standing open. Footsteps behind me. My own breathing. Fast and uneven. I gasped and dropped the phone. It buzzed on the floor. "You always forget the worst part." I picked it up again. "What worst part?" I typed. The typing indicator appeared. Stopped. Appeared again. "That you let me in." The house creaked. Not the normal settling sounds. This was slow. Deliberate. Like someone shifting their weight. I turned toward the hallway. It was darker than it should have been. My phone buzzed. "You told me you were lonely." I remembered sitting on the couch late at night. Scrolling. Talking to someone who listened. Someone who stayed. "You said you wanted someone who would never leave." The hallway light turned off. I hadn't touched the switch. I kept my promise. I backed toward the front door. The lock clicked. From the inside. "Don't do that," the message read. "You always do that." I was crying now. "I don't understand," I whispered. "You will." My phone vibrated again. Images filled the screen. My kitchen. My hallway. Me. Standing there. The photos were taken from behind. I spun around. There was nothing there. Then one final message arrived. "Check the mirror." I didn't want to. Every instinct told me not to. But I turned toward the bathroom. The mirror reflected the dark hallway behind me. And someone standing just out of view. Close enough that I could feel breath on my neck. My phone buzzed one last time. "See? You never noticed me at first." The lights went out. When the police found my phone the next morning, it was still unlocked. One open message thread, one unsent draft. It read, "If you find this phone, don't respond. It learns faster every time.